Hello friends, in this video we will see how to disable and enable text box using jQuery. Now in normal HTML we set the disabled attribute to disable any control. Now in jQuery you need to select the control first using any selector, ID selector, class selector or the element selector. Then you need to set its disabled attribute to either disabled or true, whatever you like, and using this code you can set the disabled or you can disable the control. Now let's see demo for this. Now we are using Visual Studio and MVC3 to show the demo. Now let's create one text box. So I say input type text for text box, and I am setting its ID attribute to my text. And this is my UI, and I refresh it. You can see this is a simple text box, and it is editable as I can write anything inside it. Now in HTML, if I want to disable it, we have a disabled attribute, and I can set it to disabled. If I refresh the page, now the text box is disabled. I won't be able to click inside the text box. Now the same behavior we need to achieve using the jQuery. Now let's see how we can disable it using the jQuery. Now if you refresh the page, you can see it's enabled, and I want to disable the text box at window load. So I'll say document.ready. When my DOM object is ready, I'll select my text box using ID selector. I'm using hash and ID of my text box, and I'm saying using the attribute function I am setting its disabled attribute. Now if I refresh the page, on load my text box is I misspelled the disabled word. Now on load my text box is disabled. Now let's debug it in Chrome and see. I refresh my page. Now here the disable attribute is set and the text box is disabled now. Now the same, instead of using disabled, you can set it to true. That also works, and the text box will remain disabled. Now if you want to enable the text box which is already in disabled state, so what you can do, now let's make it disabled by default. So we say our text box is already disabled. Now if I refresh the page, it's already disabled. Now on my next refresh I want it to be enabled. So what I will do, I'll again select my text box using the ID selector, and I say remove attribute. I'm using remove attr method, and I say I'll give the name of the attribute to remove. So name of the attribute is disabled. Now if I refresh the page, it will remove the disabled attribute from the text box. So this is the way how we can enable or disable text box using jQuery. I hope you like this video. Thank you friends.